Kia ora, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. It is an honor and a privilege to be speaking with you today. For the past couple of weeks, I haven't posted anything, and that's because I've been spending time trying to grapple with everything that has been going on. I have to admit that I have been saddened and quite dismayed at the way that our country has been going. And so as a result, I needed to take some time to think for myself and to really grapple with some of these really uncomfortable and saddening emotions. However, in the midst of all of that, I was also reading the book Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. Viktor Frankl is a famous psychotherapist who survived the concentration camps of Auschwitz and Dachau. And he wrote this book in 9 days that described his experiences as he survived and what helped him survive, but then also the actual psychoanalysis of the prisoners who didn't. And it was quite an eye opening thing to see a man who has ultimately decided to hope for the best, and not just hoping for the best as in his life, but to really expound on the fact that we have to hold on to hope in order to survive when times get difficult. In fact, he survived the worst period of human history and the worst that mankind can do. In the same way, when we are going through difficult times, may I encourage you that despite it being difficult, despite it being sad, despite it being angry and fear inducing, never give up hope. Never give up on the fact that you are created in the image of God, that you are, and like everyone should be, treated equally. I took this time because I really felt like I didn't know what I was supposed to do. What am I supposed to do as someone who was a first generation immigrant in multiple countries? I'm now a citizen in multiple countries. But that doesn't mean anything if I do not speak out with the voice that I have been given. I'm reminded of the famous quote, if not me, who? If not now, when? We are all called to a higher standard. We are called to love people, regardless of if we agree with them, regardless if they are different from us, regardless of any other circumstance but love. We are called to fight for the good on this earth. We are called to live up to the higher standard that we are called to, which is to love, which is to persevere, and which is to build other people up. And so for the last couple of weeks, as I've been grappling, and I have genuinely been down, I have felt that darkness of thought of all of these things and why is this happening and all of these saddening things that really prevented me from doing the work that I'm supposed to. But after reading this book, which I probably will talk about in far more detail over the next few weeks, it's that we all have a purpose, we all have a meaning. And the purpose and the meaning of my life is to use the voice that I've been given for the good, to build other people up, to encourage, to speak life. And in these difficult times, I want to speak life into yours. Know that you are loved. Know that you are cared for. And even when you feel like all of life is dark, know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Know that you are stronger than you ever think you have ever been. Know that you can survive, and you have made it this far in life, you will make it even further. Hold on to hope. Hold on to love. Hold on to your own individual faith. And know that we might not be in control of it all, but there is someone who is. And we can rely and trust upon that. And if you feel like you can't, that's okay too. There is grace for that. I hope that I can speak some life into your life. And in the same way that you encourage me to continue to produce this podcast, that there is some good in this world. in this world, and it is worth fighting for. Let us all work together for the betterment of the world around us. Let us leave this world a better place than when we arrived in it. With that said, have a great week.